Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the main event of the evening? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a professional bout consisting of 3 5-minute rounds. Now please welcome your first fighter to the cage, Pierre Berillon.
Berillon from Platinum MMA in the red corner, and we've got Jason Furness of AVT in the blue corner.
Everyone seeks same colour as Batman's. Keep it like a quarter or a brick. Back 28 with a foot of a dish. Anybody thinks they can talk to my big well, and I'm covered in red like a portion of chips. Pour me a drink. Big fur jacket, that's the force of a pimp. I used to be craggy, that's all anything, so I had to run right when I bought me a tint. Walk with my things, peddling more feet. Them times I was licking out more greed. Skip a couple years, all 7 the story. Now I'm hollow man in some heavy Dior jeans. Bitch niggas looking for glory. Wanna be free so they can tell you a story. It'll get
yeah, here to there, they're just getting Pierre ready now. Outside the cage.
Bad man's on the block, spender, young gigs, mantis and rocks on TV, tiny car and a Jim Jones holding it down while they handle the clock. Pussy's got my man never rock. Straps we handles in a box.
Unfortunately, Dragon got injured and Pierre Berillon has stepped in on about 3 weeks notice, I think, 3 to 4 weeks notice. Usually has something a little special to come out in. Coming out in a Leeds strip, carrying a Leeds United flag, coming out to the Leeds United anthem.
Well, that's it. There's no more compliment than fighting in Leeds at Ellen Road. Then obviously coming in the colours of the actual club themselves.
But he is fighting a very tough fighter from the continent. Pierre is 6-0.
Well, you know, sometimes, you know, Paul, that home support just gives you that little bit extra. Let's hope you don't need it, but it can obviously have that little bit of a difference sometimes.
What we saw earlier in the night was it Kyle from Combat MMA definitely fed off that crowd.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Well, it's not finished yet, but it's been a really, really good night of MMA in Leeds.
Yeah, so far, definitely so good. Event's been fantastic.
This is sponsored by Spectrum Law. Now let me introduce your fighter in the red corner. He weighed in at 70 kilograms. He has a professional record of 4 wins and 1 loss. Representing Platinum MMA from Paris, Pierre Berillon. And now welcome his opponent in the blue corner. He weighed in at 70 kilograms. He has a professional record of 9 wins and 2 losses. Representing AVT from Leeds, one more time, Jason Furness.
Here we go, main event, big fight.
Here we go, this is the title bout.
No touch of gloves. Pierre not having any of that. Very active on his feet. Jason shoots him for the takedown. Pierre sees it coming, sprawls out, takes the back or halfway. Jay's managed to reverse position and finish.
Yeah, nice reverses inside his guard.
So Pierre tried to control Jay's posture.
Trying to pull him in, keep him tight. Pierre's trying to keep him tight in there. Quite high guard round the back, making it difficult for Jay to try and pull himself out of the middle. Obviously Jay's pressing round the side.
Managed to get through to half guard though. Now Pierre's pulled it back to full guard.
Same thing in again. Trying to throw that elbow in there.
Managed to win that scramble, take Pierre's back, but now Pierre's managed to get back onto.
The difference is here, they can work the elbows, Paul.
Yeah, and that's a huge difference between amateur and the pro rules.
You see Jay dropping the elbows on him.
The little short elbows got the ability to cut really deep.
You'll see it in that posture when that elbow shows itself, or that punch. He'll just try and drop him on. He's trying to press Pierre's legs down. That's it. See him pushing his hips in.
Yeah, Jay
riding around the corner all the time.
Jay using his hips really well.
Yeah, you just push your hips in and use the pressure of his legs, throw him to one side and pass round.
And he has literally not let Pierre have 1 second breathing space. He's been on him the whole time, whether it's been half guard, taking his back straight into side control. He's literally just on him, on his man, containing him, working for position.
This is the thing, you see, you don't need to panic. What you do is you take advantage of the positions that you earn. If you get your man in a position where you can work him, then you earn that shot. There you see Jay working the elbows. He's worked into that position, so he's earned the shots, but now they're not there, so he's not looking to try and panic and throw anything that's not there at the moment. He'll get himself in a position, you control, when you've got that control, that's it, pushing them hips down, push his legs round, and just stick to the game plan.
And in fairness to Pierre, he's not panicking. He's just trying to hip escape, trying to make room between himself and Jay. It's just that Jay is managing to impose his game plan on Pierre.
Yeah, it's just, you can see obviously who's a dominant individual on the ground. Jay's obviously more dominant on the ground. That's obviously why there's more shots going in from Jay, but he's patient. But Pierre is doing what's necessary. He is trying to escape, and at the same time, if he wasn't trying to obviously contain Jay as much as he could, by the look of things, he'd be getting obviously a little bit more as far as hands and elbows were concerned.
And now Pierre's managed to work himself back to his feet, but Jay is still on him.
Yeah, he'll probably shooting for a single or a double again if he needs to here to bring it back to where he wants it.
Just dragged his man
push it back down. Controlling that arm, staying inside his guard, but you've got to stay reasonably high. Hips down, push them legs out of the way.
Landing some heavy shots from the top position now.
That's it, you got to work him, keep him up against there.
And Pierre's again managed to get to his feet, but Jay's going to dump him again.
There he goes. That's another takedown.
Jay just maintaining top position, not risking it with anything too flashy. Just staying on top, using his posture, using his hips, pushing forward.
Push them hips down, push them hips down.
For anyone that is just sort of starting out in MMA, Jay's shown really good example tonight of how you can use your hips, push your weight forward and drive through your hips and control your man on the bottom.
That's it, if he's pushing his legs up at you, you push your weight down, cancel the pressure from his legs pushing up by you pushing your body weight down, and then use them legs as a spring, pop round the side and pass his guard.
Just a little bit of head fighting here, just using the head for positioning. Control against
Pierre
the cage.
just trying to keep that hand on the inside, watching them knees, pushing his hips away.
Jay's gone for the hit throw and again managed to complete it. It just seems that Jay is the stronger fighter and the better wrestler.
Yeah, I think obviously we've seen enough now to know that as far as on the ground's concerned, it's been a lot of Pierre defending what's coming on the ground and a lot of Jay's attacking.
Fantastic round for Jay Furness there. But in Pierre's defence, he hasn't, panicked.
He's not done anything.
He hasn't given anything up.
Nothing
that was,
sporadic.
He hasn't made it easy for Jay.
No.
He's just been overpowered.
Yeah, he's not done anything sporadic, anything that you think, oh, it's a knee-jerk reaction to something Jay's thrown at him. All it is that Jay's just been close and contained. It's all he's been, close, contained. He's not let the fight really go outside that small box. When he finds himself in the corner, he just tries to keep it there.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard for the judges to give a 10-8, but that was a close to one.
Yeah, he is, you know what I mean. End of the day, Jay's gone one way. All right, he might have been on the ground, but his one way was basically he's using his elbows, he's using his hands, he's punching him when he's stood up, he's punching him when he's on the ground.
Second round coming up. Jay looks fresh and ready to go. Pierre also. Here we go again, second round. I think what we'll see is Jay try time a shoot again.
Shoot for the shoot again, yep.
And until that point, he'll just keep his distance.
Yeah, keep swinging, keep moving.
And there we go.
There's a shoot.
Big shoot. Drives forward. That's a good example again. He shot, he didn't quite get the double leg, but just by continuing the drive, he manages to get a better position against the cage, and now he's completed the double leg because he managed to continue that momentum.
That's what happens. It's the same thing. Presses his pressure up against the cage, and then when the takedown shot, he just pulls the takedown.
And Pierre finds himself in the same position again, on his back with Jay Furness on top of him.
Yeah, it gets a little bit harder for your opponent when you know that if your competitor does get you down on the floor, if he does get you down on the floor, you know that he's capable of keeping you there.
Yeah, it's very disheartening when you've tried everything you can to get out from there, and literally you just can't get out, and he's just on you like glue.
That's it, looking to pull you away from the cage for that. And I'll show you there that little bit of experience, advanced experience from Jay there. A lot of people in that position will try to pull a double leg and lift their opponent up in the air or pull the legs back from underneath them. But if you watch Jay picks him off the cage and tracks to the left. So at the end of the day, he's not having to lift. All he's doing is driving his opponent. He's got the controlling grip, driving him up the corner and ending up on the floor.
He's not rushing anything, just wait until he can posture up, then he's going to drop some ground and pound in. He's taking the back now, he's got one hook in. He's going for like a seatbelt grip.
I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, Pierre is doing the right thing. Obviously, he's looking after his neck, trying to control it, so Jay can't obviously get that guillotine on him, but there the pressure goes in again. Jay look for his takedown again, just picks him off and puts him down.
I would not like to be in Pierre's corner right now. He's literally surrounded by Jay Furness fans.
I think Jay's cut. He's got a cut, I think, in his scalp.
Yeah, I think those were the little elbows when he was getting the takedown.
Yeah, obviously it's cut him.
It's not discouraged him at all, though.
No, not at all.
Managed to drag him down again. He's going to try and pull him away from the cage a little bit.
Yeah, he's trying to work a bit of a guillotine. It's a bit half-hearted, really, in that position, Paul. Really,
yeah, very difficult.
Where he is, sideways on. Jay just ride it and push it off. Yeah.
Jay's bleeding quite a bit now.
Yeah, I think obviously the doctor will have to have a look at this one, I think, at the end of this round, if it goes that far.
I think Jay's working for yet another takedown, but this time Pierre's managed to take his back.
Yeah, I think Jay will want to just turn into him, work underneath him.
Not long left in this round for Pierre to work. Jay's managed to come out on top again.
Yeah, he's still working. He's working on top. Is Jay obviously trying to get as many points as he can in this round.
It's, Jay Furness continuing the round on top.
Yeah, just doing the same thing. Working from on top. I see just containing him, walking up to him, he's in his guard, just pressing him up against the cage. He's trying to work a bit of an armbar attempt from underneath. It's Pierre.
He's not too far off it.
No, Jay's arm's still bent. His arm's still bent.
Jay knows what's coming though. He's,
yeah. He's just trying to. He's pressing down on his own fist, so he can't apply the pressure.
He's going to finish the round in this position.
Guys, try it.
So here we go, third and final round of the fight and final round of the night.
Yeah, as though it's the last one tonight. There's no more action after this, so don't leave where you are. One round to go. Remember, it is a title fight. I don't know if you've been in agreement with Paul. I think both rounds have gone Jay's way so far.
Yeah, definitely. So far, so good for Jay Furness. Here we go, round 3. Touch the gloves for the first time in the fight. Jay Furness again just looking to time that double leg. He's got to be confident now with that double leg. He knows that he can get a takedown.
He can work in.
Switching stances, switches back.
Yeah, I think you see Jay just do what's necessary there. Nice
fantastic shoot.
Good.
Really nice
level
double
change.
Leg takedown.
Level change. Just goes in for the takedown.
It's just been a fantastic exhibition of wrestling for MMA.
Pushes his legs off, keeps that pressure. There's one way for Jay here. Just needs to keep going to that pocket, keep going to his opponent. Press his legs down on top of him. You can see he's not trying to pass him and throw him away. He's just using the legs as like a spring, and then popping back in. Yeah, back on top of his opponent, just to work some points on him.
He's just taking his time, advancing his position slowly, not rushing anything.
No, there's no need for any rush here. All he has to do is obviously look after himself. He's obviously worked hard to get that advantage in the fight. He just needs to look after himself, not get caught, and then obviously just work the round.
And again, another double leg takedown for Jay Furness. He's landed in a slightly awkward position. He landed with his head under the armpit with a guillotine, but he managed to pop his head out straight into half guard. Looking for the no, he was just briefly started looking for the arm triangle, but Pierre realised what was happening.
He'll just try and control him and work his left arm, work a few shots in there, keep him up against the fence, work a few shots.
So far, so good for Jay. He's
Pierre's trying to stand back up again. Jay needs to press his pressure into the cage, keep him in there, press him back in there. That's it, there you go, leaning in. Keep low, Jay. Jay keeps low, presses into him.
He's just driving in hard so that he can
and then
get
pulls
both
that leg
legs
away.
Together.
And they'll just pull him away from the cage.
Oh, he's managed to get himself in a bad position here. Standing guillotine attempt.
No.
Oh, well done, Jay Furness.
Jay worked it out. All due Pierre trying to turn the books there, right? That guillotine was in nice. You saw Jay's hands have to come down to defend it.
But that'll just mean that Jay's got a little bit more respect for the game of Pierre.
Yeah, that's a nice stuff.
Again, he shot it, didn't get the initial shoot, but just by continuing the momentum straight up.
And end of the day, obviously, that shoot, if he keeps going one direction, he's going to find something, and that's the inside of the cage. And eventually he'll work his takedown and get in a position of ground control like where he is now.
It's just a real top-heavy, smothering game from Jay Furness.
I see Jay just doing the same old thing. Take the double leg away, tight ankles together, pulls them legs both away.
He doesn't need to do anything rash now. He knows he's got two rounds in the bag. The majority of this round in the bag as well. And now he's just continuing exactly as he has done in the first 2 rounds. Just top position. Horrible pressure on Pierre all the time. Smothering him. Ground and pound as and when he can.
End of the day, you know, Paul, you know, Pierre, you know, he's tried to obviously meet Jay at the pace that the fight's been fought at, but obviously Jay, his fight plan, his strategy's been, you know, let's work this fight on the floor. When it happens, there's been far more work on the floor from that shoot that he's put in, and obviously when you're in 5-minute rounds, you know, it takes a lot out of the engine, and a lot of that fought on the ground, and another person trying to escape from a lot of that. There's a lot of energy that goes.
Well, they say us Brits can't wrestle, but I think Jay Furness is doing his best to prove them wrong.
Well, that's a 10-second count there.
Some big elbows from Jay Furness to finish. And another takedown just to put an exclamation point on it.
And that's the time.
Fantastic win for Jay Furness there. Pierre Berillon definitely doesn't look happy with it. And I think the judges will come out in his favour. Pierre Berillon looking pretty upset by how the fight has gone. Just wasn't must have been a very frustrating fight for him. Just wasn't able to get going. Congratulations to Jason Furness, the new Cage Fighters 70 kilo pro champion. And congratulations to Cage Fighters on a very well run event in a great new venue. Thanks for joining us.
Stand here with me, please. But a couple of questions for you, Jay, that's all. First thing is, did you enjoy it? Did I fucking awful? Yeah, Jay, as you can see there, everybody saw there. This is the higher end of mixed martial arts. It's local, it's in Leeds. That's 3 5-minute rounds, obviously, as Danny knows. I know myself, 5 minutes is long, but when you do 3 5s at that pace, must have been hard work, Jay. Alright, we're horrendous. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. We've got amazing support. You guys, it's really late. I can't fall asleep in the changing rooms. I'm so tired, but if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do the full 15. So, yeah, I'm not going to Jay, what's it feel like to have that belt around your waist? It's awesome. I think I'll take it in later, but head's a bit sore. Chest is killing, tired. I'll cherish you with me. I'm going to get to one. And before you go anywhere, just to speak to the head coach at ABT, that's Danny Mitchell. Danny, what do you make for that?
Yeah, it's got to be guys, it's tough, but Jay did a good fight. He knows he trains with the guys every day, so he knows how to grind it out and win. And win's a win, and that's a tough win.
Perfect, yeah. I honestly, like everybody else,